Hey, it's Blaylock. I got an update for my R32. I finally finished my battery trunk relocation. This was a project I've been putting off for a while. I've been really busy, but I finally got this done. And I tried doing a lot of research beforehand to find details and see how many other people did it and what they recommended. But I saw a few people, they didn't really have any guides. So I wanted to make this video to help anyone that's looking to do the same thing, whether it's a R32 or another Mk4 Volkswagen. I'll go ahead and show. So for the engine bay, uh, I used the Blue Sea Safety Hub 150. Light's kind of blown out. And I cut up the factory battery tray to fit this perfectly. And let's see, so I used 0 gauge KnuKonceptz Kolossus Fleks OFC cable for most of it, for power and ground. So, and it runs inside the car. Oops. Obviously it connects here, goes over to the starter, 0 gauge, it goes up to this this remote battery terminal. It's convenient since I don't have the battery here anymore. So you can see that's 0 gauge, and we used riv nuts to install that there, and the hood clears in this spot, so it's really nice. And then I made a new ground for the engine. You can see down here also 0 gauge, and so it still grounds to the chassis underneath this thing. So I can show inside. So the nice thing is this thing is waterproof and I guess ignition proof. So if these fuses go, then it won't cause an explosion. So we've got the alternator cable. This cable is also upgraded. It's Matt Key's 4 gauge alternator cable replacement. This is the interior. I've got 100 in here, 100 amps. I couldn't find 110. But so far it's working fine. This one is the fan control module at 40 amps, and this one's the fuel pump with 50 amps. These three, I think I mixed these up. I think 2 of them are the ABS module, and then one of them is also for the coolant fans. The terminals I used too, I used like marine grade tinned copper. It's supposed to be more corrosion resistant, a little higher quality, costs a little bit more. But the way I made these cables is I obviously got the cables. I bought them from KnuKonceptz, and I use this this hammer crimper. Let's see if I can show. This thing's great. You just you stick your cable and your terminal in there, and you whack it with the sledgehammer a couple times, and double check it's nice and tight, and you're good to go. You add the heat shrink and it's done. You do have to keep in mind that there's a lot of different size posts, so your terminals are going to need to be at least big enough for all of them. I think this was like a M8. This one's an M8. This one's, I think, a 3/8. The one on the battery is like a 5/16. The relay I used in the trunk is, I think that was also 3/8. So I had a lot of 3 different size terminal loop terminals for those. But I'll go ahead and show the battery. Yeah, so you can see I used this. I used a Braille 21-pound AGM. I'm too poor to do the lithium super lightweight, but because those are like $1,000. This was a really good price. It was less than buying a new battery, a new like OEM battery. But you can see I used this. Used a resettable breaker, this 200 amps, and that I was inspired kind of doing this arrangement by a photo I saw from HPA. Looked like they'd done an Odyssey battery in this spot. I think the one downside with this Braille, I think it's on paper it's better pretty much in every way than the Odyssey, except these terminals stand a little proud from the foam here. So it's raised up. So that's why I put these terminal covers on there, just to be safe. But otherwise, I think the trunk cover thing will fit here fine. And so yeah, it ran from here down here. You can see I've got I have a splitter and then some fuses for my amps. These are like micro Rockford Fosgate amps. And I've got some 8-gauge wire here. They don't take a lot of power. So, but I ran the power wire kind of up behind here over the wheel arch and following the rest of the wires like up to the engine bay. So there's not really much else to show. Yeah, you can see I got the ground right here. I did make sure I sanded down and exposed some metal, so it's has a good connection there. But yeah, I think that's everything. Let me know if you have any questions, because like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a while and could not find a lot of resources on how to do it. So I'll make sure I'm checking the comments and respond to any questions you guys have, and also posted some of this stuff in the VW Vortex R32 forums. So, but take care.